Hi everybody, it's Emily from the Meter Challenge. The Meter Challenge has a new challenge. This challenge is not an individual challenge, but is a challenge for a club, a soccer club, a club of football. This is your instructional video in English, and here's the challenge. The challenge is against your first team, against the little players, your premier team. Now, obviously, that depends on the structure of your club and what you have set up. If you're a professional club, an academy, whatever type of club you are, just a local club. Your first team is the oldest team that you have, both male and female. Okay? So this team, the players on the team are going to produce a challenge, and they're going to send it to the little players. And I mean little players just by age, not by talent. And these players are your 4 to 10-year-olds. Obviously, again, it depends on the structure of your club. If your club this year has 5-year-olds, then the challenge does go to the 4-year-olds because we're including the children. That can't come to your open days and tryouts now. It needs something to work on over the summer and to see if this is the sport that they want to participate in. So, this is how it works. Within your club, you have to send this to the coach and to the players, and this is how it works. Every player is now going to become the coach, and they're going to send a small meter challenge video, and then with whatever means of information your club uses, you send them to the players of the younger teams. Send it to your coaches or however it is that you communicate in your club. Now, these players are going to take this big mass of different games, and they're going to pick a few, and they're going to work at it, and they're going to practice. And when they feel good about themselves, they're going to ask their parents to help them video it, and they're going to send their video of the challenge, and this is called Challenge Accepted, and they're going to send it back through your means of communication that you have in your football club to the player that originally sent this challenge. Now, the player, you now have a responsibility. Your responsibility is to look at all these challenge accepted and pick a winner. Who do you think did the best job? Who won at your challenge? Now, remember, you also have to consider the ability with their age. For example, if a 4-year-old sends you a challenge accepted and a 10-year-old sends a challenge accepted, doesn't necessarily mean that the 10-year-old wins just because he's older and he's had more practice. You have to really value the level of the player that sent it. You know, probably someone with the funniest mistake might win too. Now, the winner gets a prize. Of course, there's always a prize. What do you and there's no ties in this. No. We're going in a shootout here. There's a winner. Now, the winner has won a day on the field with the player that sent the challenge. What does this mean? This means within your club, you can set up your own personal prize, however you want to consider it, but they've won a day playing football, playing soccer with the player that sent this challenge, or the best team, because now you are their role models. Now, this could mean that when you have a game, this player gets to come to your game and gets to hold your hand when you go out onto the field. Maybe they get to be the ball girl or the ball boy. But hopefully, my suggestion would be that the player goes to the younger players' practice, and they participate in their team's practice, and they spend time with them, and they see with their own eyes how much better this little player got because of the game that they sent. But whatever you do is whatever you do. These are a few of my suggestions. So right now, I'm going to apologize because this video is going to take a little bit of time because I would like to thoroughly explain the rules of the meter challenge. Because if we don't know the rules, obviously we don't play. Every game in every sport has its rules and it has its field. So let me explain for those of you that don't know the meter challenge what it is. The meter challenge was started about 2.5 months ago. We are based here in Italy. In Italy, our kids have been off the field and out of school since the middle of February. We're looking at 2.5 months. So, here we go. The meter challenge, what is it? Let me tell you, the rules of the meter challenge are very, very simple. The rules are, I'll show you in the back, I've set it up. In your house, because not a lot of kids have yards, not everybody, as I said, we are based in Italy, and it started in Italy. Why? Many kids live in small houses. Not everybody has a yard. We are not allowed to go to the parks yet. Hopefully that's going to open up soon. And a lot of people are living with a lot of family members in their house. So, because we're European, a big city, we're set here in Milan, as you know, the houses are small. Now, the quarantine, a lot of people have brought in other family members. I have my dog here, as always. Sorry, guys, my dog always interrupts my videos. We'll count how many times he comes in. No, Olmo, stop. And, hey, my dog's my dog. And what was I saying? So with parents' permission, they have found a space in their house by moving a chair or maybe rearranging the couch of 1 meter by 1 meter. Because every kid has the right to play. Every kid has the right to participate. Now, if we start creating challenges that require a lot of space, then they don't get to play. And that's not fair. So our playing field is a playing field where everybody can play. Now, even if you have a yard like me, the field is 1 meter. That's it. Regulation field. Let me show you. What you do is you set up in your house. You can put down, I don't know if you can see here, some Scotch tape, and you measure 1 meter by 1 meter. It's best tape. If you don't have tape in your house and you can't buy it, then set up some shoes. But remember, we're not going to go back and looking at the VAR to see if the ball went out. Any material you have that's in the house. I happen to have cones. Who doesn't have cones? Doesn't have them. Ball, any sizes. The rule of this is that the player's body and all material must stay in this box. Now, the meter box has been a designated area with permission of the parents. A lot of kids, the only space they have is in their bedroom. So right next to their box, they might have a bureau, they might have a bed. The parents take a look around to make sure there's no sharp angles and they don't lose control of the ball. There is no breaking the house, and there's no hurting yourself in this. So with the parents' permission, they must help their child set up their meter box in their house. The rules are very important. The meter challenge is also a scholastic project, and we are in many schools all over the world because we follow the rules. The rules are very simple. No breaking your house. Your body and all material stay in the box, and you go slowly, working on control. Now, the other very important rule is that this is based on respect. Respect your house. Respect your family members. Even if you're out in the yard, your family can walk around your meter box because you're staying inside that box. You are respecting all the other members that have a right to practice their sport or do what they want without getting hurt or without getting hit by a ball or flying objects, right? And remember to put away all your own material after, because the meter box is your responsibility. The material is your responsibility. This is based on a phrase that we call it the meter challenge, CRIL. Cross-training, intelligent ideas, and language learning. So we're not sending challenges that are going to risk breaking the house or doing stupid things. It's intelligent ideas. Intelligent ideas also means an idea based on your sport, an idea based on soccer, based on football. Now, not all the training we do for football requires the ball. Start thinking about that. Now, the levels you must explain at the meter challenge is based on this. You do a small, not small, an easy level, and you call it the green level, just like the traffic light. Then in the same challenge, you try to make it a little bit more difficult, and you add the yellow level, medium. Now, players, can you be a coach? Can you now step up this same idea and say, okay, now that you've gotten this done, try doing it this way. This is a red level. Can you make different degrees of difficulty within the same challenge? Now, the challenge is a game. You can do it by time, how many they can do it, as long as they don't leave the box. So, the meter challenge for the club. Now I'm going to talk directly to the players of the first team because you're the ones that have to understand this. So this challenge is a personal challenge to you players, professional, unprofessional, but the players of the premier team. And I challenge you this. If you're on the first team, it means you can do it. But I challenge you, can you teach it? Can you become the coach to these younger players? I challenge you. The Meter Challenge challenges you. Now, the Meter Challenge, remember, players, when you're making this up, you must follow the rules. Now, I'm not giving the Meter Challenge rules because it's a program I participate in. I'm giving these rules because the rules work. These rules work and you're working with younger kids, and you must respect that you're working with younger kids and give them something that they can do. Now, when I challenge you to be a coach, this is what it means. Young kids don't want a lot of talk. They don't want a lot of vocabulary. Can you explain it using your body and talking with your body and showing them through example what you want them to do? Now, the other challenge that I'm going to give you, players, is I'm going to challenge your creativity. Can you create a fun game? A game. 5-minute game. Kids need lots of different ideas and they get bored with the same thing, just like you're getting bored with this video right now. But I got to explain the rules. What do you want? Now, the other challenge I'm giving you, and this is a great one, is I challenge your enjoyment factor. Do you remember how much you love playing football? How much you love playing soccer? Can you make a fun game? And fun means putting a smile on that kid's face. Fun means that they're going to keep trying it. The enjoyment factor is the reason we do anything. Anything that we say, hey, I want to do that, it's because we enjoy it. Now, the greatest challenge of all is this. Can you explain through your game how much you love football to a young kid that loves football too? Now, remember, players, professional, non-professional, 18 years old, 27 years old, I don't know. A challenge of soccer does not just mean working with a ball, okay? Training and getting good at soccer is many other things. So remember, coach of the first team, even you're going to send a challenge. Send a challenge to the coach of the other kids. Goalkeepers, let's have a nice challenge working on some goalkeeper drills. Now, the rules of the Meter Challenge is this. You have to present yourself in English and say, hello, my name is. I play, if you want. Tell them what role you play. What's your position? I'm a forward, I'm a wing, I'm a goalkeeper, okay? And try to invent a game that you think would help the players that are playing in defense or offense. Really use your imagination. This is your time to be the coach. And I think you guys are really good at it, because if it makes you happy, it's going to make little kids happy. Now, for you teams that have maybe some older players, depends on your job, maybe you already miss. Remember, soccer is also about core muscles. It's also about what I call the arm muscles. It's about equilibrium. It's about coordination, hand-eye coordination, segmentary coordination. A game for football does not mean that the ball has to be there. You can put in some yoga exercises and talk to the people to really figure out the level, because every club has a different level, the level of these young players. Now remember, your 4 and 5-year-olds, their biggest challenge is being able to stay on one foot without falling over, okay? So try to make your challenge simple and really explain it to them. Now, this last thing that I would like to say to these players is this really is a challenge about your love for the game of football, soccer. And I know you love it, because if you didn't love it, you wouldn't be playing it. Now, do you know what happened? You know what happened when you became, whether you're a professional Serie A player, whether you're a non-professional, depends on your club. When you took that role of being on a player, on that first team, you signed a contract. The contract was to be a role model. And the role model the kids need now. Now, in Italy, I don't know about in the country of wherever you are, know that we have been home for 2.5 months, and pretty soon things are going to start to open up. Just start to open up. Open up in the way that a lot of, for example, in the States, they already have permission. You already have permission to go to the park, but keep the distance. Our parks are closed. Now, pretty soon, the professionals and national players might get permission, but the little kids, no. So imagine your joy when you go back onto the field. My dog Omo again. Hold on, Omo. When you go back onto the field, and the little kids are going to be the last ones out there. So try to take your energy, how excited you are to get back on the field, and times it by 1,000, because these kids are getting bored and they don't know what to do. They need you. They need you now. They need role models now. The Meter Challenge is challenging you to be a good idol, a good leader. Okay, so now what you need to do is very simple. Team, do you have a captain? Captain, I need you to organize your players. I need you to say, listen, we need to make sure that we cover the 4-year-olds, the 6-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, goalkeepers, everybody, and organize your team. Are you a leader on your team? Can your team show the other teams what it means to be a team? Kids need different exercises or they're going to get bored. If you only send one challenge and they're not interested in it, they're not going to do it. So maybe give them a couple of ideas, because the reason that you're doing this is to give them joy and to give them the opportunity to practice. Now, I do believe I have said everything. So I thank all the players, professional, non-professional of your club, for participating in this challenge within your club. And know that this relationship and this friendship, I hope, is one that you don't lose after this period of the coronavirus is finished, but something that you'll continue giving and doing for the rest of your lives. The little kids need it. Try to remember when you were little. Now remember, the role model starts with the people near you. So your role model for your club. Your club is a role model for your town, your state, your area. Start planting these seeds of enjoyment, these seeds of love, these seeds of intelligent ideas on how to train where you play. This is your opportunity to show us, okay? So, club challenge, first team against the little team. I think I've ended my video here for all the players. If you have any questions or coaches, you can contact us at the meterchallenge@gmail.com. This video will end. I ask the presidents and sports director and technical directors to watch the video another minute, because I have a personal message to you. For all the players, get going. The kids need you now. Now. They need you now. Okay? Bye. Good luck. And I thank you from part of all the kids for participating in the Meter Challenge, Club Challenge, first team against the little kids. Bye for now. Now, for the officials of the club, the director or the technical directors or the presidents of the clubs, I do have a message. This Meter Challenge is a challenge that stays within your club, within your own privacy. The Meter Challenge, if you choose to participate, I'm not asking you, I'm just saying that we do have means that you can send, if anyone is open to it, to send our challenges to our private Facebook group. It is not big and it is private, because we're dealing with children and we need to respect their privacy. In this group, there are only serious teachers on European levels, because we do teaching also in the preschools based on sports, and coaches and parents. Now, we are in many school systems all over the world. The Meter Challenge is on all 6 continents. We've been around, this was created nonprofit just for the quarantine period here, because as I said, we're from Italy and we got really hit hard, and we've been home since I think the 19th of February. So if you do wish to help the other kids, know that there are kids all over the world that don't have maybe a club that's as organized, they don't have the means and they don't have the money. Now, remember, encourage your players to participate because it looks silly doing this within a 1 meter area, but working within a 1 meter area is actually putting to test to the maximum our capacity of ball mastery and ball control and controlling our body. At the end of the day, the better you are, the smaller the space that you should practice in. So your players might think this is silly, but they might have a hard time. So give them a hand in that. If you do wish to participate in helping other kids around the world by sending some of your challenges, you can contact me again through the Meter Challenge gmail.com, and know that our videos are then put onto a YouTube channel that we have because a lot of teachers just download from there and they send it to the schools. So it is very important that they follow the rules. We're talking about the safety of kids. If you do this, know that the schools near your club, because your club is obviously based in a town or an area, you may start a great relationship with your territory, and you can inform the schools that there is a program that's trying to help kids on the elementary and preschool level, and that way you can form a relationship with the schools around you, because we're missing a lot of the PR dates and a lot of the clubs. And it is not to promote the Meter Challenge. We are here just to try to help and share with everybody. We're an open group and we appreciate your participation. If you choose to not participate, that's fine, but please, I really hope that your club enjoys it. And if you have some really great results, please let me know, because who doesn't love to hear good news? Okay? Thanks for watching. I think I got everything, and thank you for your patience. And be safe and be kind, everybody. Bye from now. For now, Emily at the Meter Challenge. Have a great one.